both for positions that are funded through the county and tribal matching grant, which, as a reminder, provides crisis mental health services for people having a behavioral health crisis. And one of the positions is a referral and outreach coordinator that is going to be at Western Montana Mental Health Center. This is a position that's going to work closely with law enforcement and basically do a lot of outreach, working with some of the vulnerable populations in a way to try to prevent a crisis before it starts. And then the other position is a mental health coordinator position. This is going to be at Partnership Health Center, and they this will be just basically the key contact for anybody in the city and county who wants to know what resources are available for mental health services, addiction services. And this person will, we envision working closely with law enforcement, behavioral health providers, social service agencies. They'll also be the mental health lead on the CIT team and help start a multidisciplinary team for mental health services.
Great.
Hey, Erin, do we only have the first coordinator, outreach coordinator that you mentioned? Is there only one of them?
There's only one, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And so basically, as you probably, and you guys, can you see me at all?
No,
No.
I don't know why my
find you.
not working. Okay. But that's okay. So, Randy Crestel is the downtown police officer, and he currently utilizes MSW practicum student to do kind of more of the, mental health side of things, of working with folks. So we envision this person doing that, but from a more, somebody who has a little bit more experience. And then this person can also we're looking to hire somebody who has an MSW so that they can supervise other practicum students to kind of get, a greater reach. But we're also hoping that this position, since the downtown area is covered, we want somebody to kind of do more of that urban fringe area where we're seeing more vulnerable populations working. And then they'll also work closely with like the Poverello's homeless outreach team and Western Montana Mental Health. They have their PACT team. So we see this person kind of having a lot of support from other partners, but they would be, it is just for one position.
Gotcha. Great. Thank you. I'm so glad this is going to happen. So that's my motion. I move to approve the professional services agreement with Western Montana Health Center for the referral and outreach coordinator.
Okay.
All right. We won't do seconds because Dave isn't here. So
Okay.
Any other discussion on this?
No.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Erin.
Great. Well, thanks so much. Talk soon.
And I guess, should I, the item number 3, also approve the PHC health coordinator.
Great. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Excellent. Has Larry joined us?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Larry, thanks for joining us.
So I have got change order number 9 for the library. 6 small changes that several of them are code driven, meaning the city inspectors have made them change a few things. PCI 51 is the ductwork for the generator to the exhaust. They made us change that a little bit. PCO number 52 was the fire alarm needed to interface with the speakers in the building, similar to what we've got in the courthouse, so you can announce over the intercom if there's an emergency or if they need to direct somebody out of to lockdown or whatever. The city's starting to require that, and it meets a newer code. PCO 53, there was a sign, there was some construction to get set up on the building ahead of time, and it was moved from the owner's part of the project into the construction part, so Dick Anderson Construction could take care of the sub work, meaning the cement and stuff that the sign is going to be hooked to. PCO 54, originally we were looking to cut costs when we first started this project, and one of the sections of the curb where they weren't going to have to put new asphalt or anything around, they figured we'd leave that. Well, now they're looking at the whole thing, and it's going to be kind of an eyesore, so they have Honora has asked that get replaced. We were trying to save money and get it within budget to start with, and now where the fundraising has been as good as it is, they're putting a few things back in. PCO 55 was some ceiling tile that got bid at, or was spec'd at a different type of tile than what they wanted over the water exhibit thing, and this is to cut down on some noise and to look a little better, kind of designate what this area is for. And then PCO 56, the city's storm drain layout was different than what we had on our drawings, and this is to correct that. There was some electrical telecommunications box that got put in, and so they, because of the clean out of the storm drain and some stuff, they've had to move it a couple feet. So the total part of this is 26. It'll add $26,616 to the GMP. The contingency amount coming out of the construction contingency is about $12,500, still leaving in the construction contingency $21,000. So these are changes that some of them we have to do. Some of them are to make it look a little better, like the job is finished all of the way around, especially with the curb part of it. So not a real large change order, and we're still within budget, and so Honora's asked for a couple items put onto it. The city's asked for the rest of them. So I would move that you approve it.
All right. So Larry, how are we doing on our contingency? Do we still, have we had to dip into this much?
Well, the contingency was 1% of the project, and we're down to from 277,000 down to 21,000 in the construction contingency. The fundraising has filled in the owner's contingency to where we've basically got about as much money there as we've had to start with.
Wow.
Honora has been reluctant to move owner contingency into construction contingency, kind of to keep the contractor thinking he doesn't have a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so we're doing okay. We're getting closer to the end of the project, and I'm a lot more confident now than when we first started. 1% contingency was like nothing for a project this big.
Right, right. Do you feel like we're still on track to open this summer?
Yes, I think because of the virus and that, and shipping, and we're waiting for a few things to be delivered towards the end of July, first part of August. Right now, we're looking at about the middle of August to open the library. So, okay. You know, things have changed a little bit. I think it's actually a good thing. It's slowed it down to where the contractor has more time to do a better job. And they're doing a good job. It's going to be a beautiful building.
Great.
It's great to hear, and great to hear about the fundraising. Like, that's impressive. So I move to approve change order I can't find my screen. Is it change order number 9?
You got it.
Number 9.
Okay.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Larry.
You bet.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Leslie.
Okay, do we have any correspondence?
Do you guys see the correspondence in the chat from Lisa Davy? A question there.
I just saw that about money. Is that from a different meeting right now?
I don't know.
I thought it was the MEP. I think it's something else, but
Do you know the answer to it? Or I can't find.
it was about, is there money set aside for rental for 501c3s? I have no idea.
Okay, is any of the money set aside for rental payments for businesses or for workers/citizens worried about making payments?
So, I mean, I don't know the answer. I did see a thing about C3s too. Well, business, I don't know. Does anybody have anything to say on this?
I'm not aware of anything, but
I wonder if the Montana Nonprofit Association might have any information.
That's good.
Who can respond to Lisa? The pulsing cursor is giving me anxiety.
You don't need to have anxiety.
Yeah, it's MEPs having an economic roundtable, and we're getting there.
And you're getting your what?
They're chatting as they're talking, and their chats are coming across my screen and Juan's screen
So it's possible that the information's getting answered in
in
the
their own meeting.
chat.
Yeah, this is like 2 meetings are blurring here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to ignore this then.
Thanks. Okay, should we go to our litigation update?
The litigation
So,
is going to be,
Oh,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Annie. I was just going to say what you were, so.
The litigation is going to be postponed until Thursday. So
Okay,
that is on Thursday's agenda.
great. Thanks.
Something to look forward to.
Wonderful. All right, do we want to talk about any other upcoming board meetings and review of meetings? Sounds like we're all good.
Just a reminder that you have the Food Policy Advisory Board interviews this afternoon.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this board to be up and running, given the issues at hand out there in the food distribution and the moribund farmers market and all the rest of it. I'm excited for them to get to work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Food policy marathon.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really liking the poster behind you or the print behind you. What is it?
Me?
The with some like hounds or mules or something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. My screen isn't working. I can't see what's behind me.
Oh, it's like it looks American Gothic, and I was wondering what it was.
Oh yeah. It's like, I think they're donkeys in the American Gothic pose. It is nice.
Well, thanks everyone.
Yeah. So do we have any COVID things anybody wants to talk about?
I'm just keeping an eye on the Senate and seeing what those sneaky guys are up to, but so far I haven't heard anything. Yeah, I gotta believe that the Senate's back in session, they're gonna be doing something with another stimulus package, but I haven't seen anything come up yet, so.
What do you think the next one will be focused on?
Well, if the Democrats have anything to say about it, it'll be focused on state and local governments, with some additional business relief. And but I don't know. Mitch McConnell is out to lunch, and but a number of people have been speaking out against his position on that. So we'll see.
Yeah, states should go bankrupt. That was a
Exactly.
great position.
Great way to bring us out of a recession. Yeah.
Excellent.
I wonder if it might be worth a call to Deb Franson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be. I sent an email to Dave yesterday. Well, I think I emailed all of you yesterday wondering if we should be contacting either Danes or Tester's office to see what their position would be on supporting a state and local government tax or incentive plan. So
I love that idea. I'd love to hear from Danes' office as well.
yeah. Yeah, I just don't know if Danes is aligned with McConnell on this, or, you know, we'll see. It would be great to find out.
No, yeah.
I'd be happy to call her or get you her number if one of you wanted to call her.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure.
I would like that.
So Josh, you're gonna call Deb?
Yeah.
Okay. Is someone talking to Danes, or how's that working?
Hey, Juan, do you want to do Deb and I'll try Danes?
Yeah, I mean, I'll call Deb Friends and just ask her. Okay.
Yeah.
And you talk. Great.
Yeah, and if you have a number of someone I should call in Danes' world, I'll call that person.
I would say Danielle, but I don't know if she's still on. I'll call Danielle and find out.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, but if we're in the new world, so.
Yeah.
Just let me know, and I'll follow up with whoever I should follow up with.
Okay, I'll call Danielle and find out. And then Juan, do you need Deb's number?
Yeah, I have a few numbers here, so give me your best number.
Okay, I'll text it to you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks.
Yeah, it'd be great if you could let us know what you find out.
Yeah. All right, so do you have any upcoming events or invitations?
We've got the City Club virtual forum on Monday, the 11th.
Okay.
Susan Hay-Patrick just sent a media release out about that this morning. I need to circle back with the comms people and figure out the questions that we're going to have before you. So I'm not really worried about it. I think that Josh, that you're so versed in everything that's going on that I don't think that you need to worry about prepping too much for it, but I'm happy to help if you need it.
I imagine this means I will have to change out of my pajamas.
Only the top part.
I'm just kidding. I'm wearing real clothes. So, Anne, is the format going to be like a question and answer, not a presentation?
It's going to be, it's going to be question and answer. I think it's going to be conversation. It's going to be more conversational between you, the mayor, and President Bodnar.
Great.
For the first bit, and then we'll open it up to questions from the participants. And it's moderated by Jill Valley, and the platform that they're using is a University of Montana platform that I think is pretty easy to use. It's a webinar type. I don't really know much about it, but
okay. Good. Look forward to it. And yeah, we'll do a little prep on potential questions. But I'm happy to riff after that.
Right on.
Okay.
And you got good videos lined up this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. There should be a script for today's video from Ginny. I'll make sure.
So, and was it right that when I was going to talk about the farmers market on Thursday?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
So I'm happy to just chat a little bit about this for a moment right now and hear what you all have to say. I feel like the solution that has been arrived at was really creative and really great given the parameters within which we have to work. But I don't think it's going to be a successful solution in terms of people are going to go and buy food. And I'm really having a hard time figuring out how to present all that in a way that's true to myself and to people I care about, and not say anything horrible about the health department at the same time.
That is a challenging place to be.
I'm ready for any and all advice.
Just say the truth. We're kind of stuck in this time frame. I mean, and until we get out of this time frame, this is what we have to work with.
Yeah.
And it's too early to, I mean, the health department is also stuck having to wait for 2 weeks to understand the impact of what has been in place. So
So
That's-
Ginny has offered to work on the list of questions for the video. She's going to be working with Shannon and Ellen tonight, but I think it might be a good idea for you and Ginny to connect on it so that you,
So am I going to be doing this with Shannon and Ellen?
yeah, that's the
Oh,
video looking at tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm open to modifications.
No, I mean, it's good to have a good challenge.
This will be such a good one. Like,
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it'd be helpful for you to connect with Ginny,
okay.
and just circle up and make sure that the goal of having good, clear, honest communication about something that people are really passionate about is
Yeah.
that we set you up for that in a way that feels good.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking like I'm really nervous that this solution isn't going to work in terms of people are going to buy food and sell food, et cetera, but maybe looking at this as an opportunity to encourage people to go to this new market, even though it doesn't look like the old market, and to kind of let those preconceptions go, and we can make a new thing work if everybody participates, and kind of pitch it like that.
Yeah.
Like the new one will suck compared to the old one, but the old one isn't an option right now.
Yeah. This is what we need to do to go forward, and we could,
Yeah.
who knows, this could all change come July. Like,
Exactly.
what-
Yeah. Maybe next week.
or next week, right?
Right. Okay. Well, I'll reach out to Ginny too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll do the elections one on Thursday, and I can't move that day just because Bradley is swamped and dealing with an election today and the day after tomorrow. And so Thursday is the best day for that elections focused
Sure.
video because
So-
ballots will go out for the primary on Friday.
When we talked about this morning a little bit, Juan and Dave and Vicky and Chris and I did, and there were a couple things that came up in our conversation. One of them that Juan was pointing at, and help me if I get it wrong, was that this isn't so much we made a mistake, but we made a mistake and we fixed it in time.
Yeah.
And I hope that Bradley doesn't get too caught up in the mea culpas and into the, but we fixed it before it mattered. I think it's a really important story. And then
Asked Allison to add a opportunity in the script for Thursday's video to
Mhm.
allow Bradley to speak to that.
Good. And then the other piece that was important to me was just that would do what you see a lot of politicians doing, where they say mistakes were made and it's all in the passive. I think we should own the mistake and own the solution, and not the pixies did it, but we did it and we fixed it.
The passive voice is just bad for so many reasons.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh,
And then we're also going to have Bradley we're going to set up a press availability time for him on Thursday afternoon at 2,
Perfect.
so that he can basically reiterate all the points he'll make in the video, but then just be able to do that directly to any media that attends, and then be available for questions. Because I really want to there's a lot of special things happening because this is a mail ballot election. But I want to make sure that we're really getting the information out there.
Yep. Good. Okay. Do we have anything else?
No, thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.